In this video, I want to take a look at true freshman Justice Haynes, the very highly touted running back out of Buford, Georgia. He comes in at 5'11", 205, so as big as he plays for his size already, the thing that excites me is he's got the frame to put on a little more weight after being in the Alabama system and in the weight room. But before I start this review, I wanted to just start off with this clip from Jordan Rodgers and his conversation with Nick Saban back in the A-Day game.
Help these quarterbacks grow, which is exactly why he's here.
Justice Haynes in at running back. The talented freshman barrels ahead. And a short pickup. First time we've seen 22. Jake
with Nick Saban. It's not the words he says. It's his body language and facial expressions. When we asked him about Justice Haynes, there was a little bit of a smile. And he said, he's good. And kind of paused. And that was all I needed to know. That's
He paused after saying he's good. And I just kind of looked at you and I looked at Coach. It's like, do I say something now? Is he going to say more? And that was it. I think
I do put stock in these little nuggets from Coach Saban about certain players he likes, Isaiah Bond and Kendrick Law being others that he's raved about on and off. But in this game, Haynes rotated with Jam Miller, so you can see in the red zone here. I think he's going to be a force. He's a physical runner. And as you can see from his usage, the staff really trust him in the red zone as a short down back. I don't think he's going to unseat Roydell Williams just yet, but he can play. Now you see next drive here in the red zone, and this is where I see the Najee Harris comparison, just a little angle route, but you can see how smooth he is and also how seamlessly he catches the ball. Reminds me a lot of Najee Harris, and I think we'll see a similar freshman season out of him. And he caught a few passes in this game, but just an idea of what he looks like receiving. And here he goes again, just a little flat shoot route. Just catch the ball, run smoothly. You can see how quickly he catches it and secures it. That's what you like to see out of a running back. And here you see a nice block at the top of the screen, and they do the replay right here at the top. Boom. Now they're almost in the red zone, under a minute. Top of the screen, you can see the defender bull rushes. And we'll slow it down a little bit here. This is where gaining some lower body strength and kind of working on pass protection a little bit will be beneficial. But look, it's not like he got beat or anything. The quarterback got the throw off, and everything was fine. Now, this is later on after the interceptions back-to-back. This is not Haynes. This is actually Jam Miller. So this is the one time the red team stalled inside the 5, and Haynes wasn't in the game. I just wanted to show that to kind of reiterate that the one drive they started inside the 5 and didn't score, Haynes was not in the game. But you can see next drive, he's out there, and he played a role pretty much in the entire game for the red team. Rotated a lot with Jam Miller. You can see a little shoot route here at the bottom. He catches the ball, looks a lot like Najee, just very smooth, gets out there, doesn't bobble the ball, secures it, turns up and runs. I like a lot of his game. I think he's ready to play. A solid little run here. But I think he'll contribute. I don't think he'll be the guy. I don't think he'll be a big Heisman contender or anything, but I think he will have a solid season, and his upside is extremely high. And I definitely think he'll get touches. And here he is in pass protection, and this is really good, holds up very well, takes on the defender, and that's what will get you out there early on in your career if you can pass block really well. And here they are, the last drive when they score in the red zone. And this is the last touchdown here. But you can see has a nose for the end zone inside the 5. I don't think he'll take Roydell Williams' role as the hammer, but I think he's going to be a more balanced player. And then again, one more catch. These aren't big catches, but just shows once he gets out there, he's the type of back that you can count on. So when I look at the depth chart here, I think McClellan's entrenched as the number 1 guy. He's probably the most balanced and versatile of the bunch, the big home run hitter. Roydell Williams, to me, I love how he plays, and I want to do a video on him soon because I think he's underrated. I think he's one of the more underrated players on the team. And then you've got Haynes, who's very balanced. And this kind of reminds me of the Najee Harris season 2017 when he was a true freshman, very talented, but also had a lot of good players around him. I think he'll have some good moments. I don't foresee him unseating these other two guys and just taking over the backfield. But I think this team wants to run the ball, and so he's going to have a role this year, and he's going to have his moments. Let me know what you think about Haynes in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.